today we are going to be continuing to work on getting 100% game completion in Ghost Simulator. As it stands right now, I had a little bit of issues with setting up some of the sound things for this stream, so that's why it's 3 minutes later than when it was scheduled, but that shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, I don't care about description, guys. Alright, I'll go change the description to part 4 of 4. If you guys go look at the first two streams, the first one says part 1 of 2, and the second one also says part of 1 of 2, despite there now being 4 parts to it, and the second one not being part 1. So, yeah. I'm not too keen into changing descriptions. Anyways, but today, since it is the last part, we will be going ahead and getting the last few things I do need for 100% game completion. Namely, those are going to be completing my journal entries, so getting the last 6 pets I am missing in my index, those being Debug, Mini Guardian, Mini 1, and 3 Dev Classifieds. Most of these I am going to be getting from trading. I am going to actually go ahead and grind for Mini Guardian, since that is probably the rarest one in here that I've left to get. It's definitely rarer than all these Dev Classifieds and Mini 1 and Debug. I guess you could make the argument that individual Dev Classifieds are rarer than it, but personally I would consider Mini Guardian the rarest thing in that index. I can give you Debug. Yeah, right, for the first part of the stream, we will be working on getting the Mini Guardian, and then once I do get the Mini Guardian, I'll be going ahead and trading for index, so I get an item from someone, then give it right back to them just to fill out my index. I'll figure out some method for that. But yeah, first things first, we do need to go ahead and grind 250 key drives for Mini Guardian. At the last stream, I was at around 100 key drives, maybe 120 key drives. So I've gone ahead and grinded a few key drives since then. I don't know the exact amount. 100 of those key drives I've gone from rebirths. The last 60 I've gotten from just grinding it. And then also between streams, I've gone ahead and grinded a bit of glitchy boss gum. 14 total, 3 I've already used to go ahead and get some more key drives. And then 11 currently in my inventory. That should get me 88 out of the 90 I need left to get the 250 key drives. And then we'll just do a solo boss. So the first part of the stream will be pretty much just 12 back-to-back Mini Guardians, or Great Guardians. So it will be a bit of a grind to get up to 250 keys for that Mini Guardian, but it should be worth it once we do end up getting that Mini Guardian. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I'll be getting all the Dev Classifieds after I get Mini Guardian. Yeah, I should be able to get in 3 hours. There's probably also someone else, if I ask in like the Discord server that has a Euphoria. Not my Discord server, the Ghost Simulator Discord server. So I'm not too concerned right now about individual ones being prepared to give it. I'll be doing that in a while, so I don't need them at the moment. But yeah, anyways, for the first part, we will be doing 12 Great Guardian fights, which is going to get a little slow and redundant, but it is required to go ahead and get Mini Guardian. And since Mini Guardian is probably the second rarest pet that is obtainable right now in Ghost Simulator, this is actually a pretty big achievement. So for you, those of you who don't know, Mini Guardian is a mythical that is found in this chest. It has horrible stats, so no one ever really grinds it for stats. The Great Guardian is one of the longest fights in the game. I think it's like 7.5, 8 minutes long per each fight, which is actually half the time of final, but because it requires 250 keys, whereas Mini Final requires 50, and then the Dev Classifieds people actually grind for stats, it ends up being rarer than Dev Classifieds, definitely rarer than Sandstorm. The only thing rarer than Mini Guardian is Cloud Wave. So this is easily the second rarest currently obtainable item in Ghost Simulator. That's obviously currently obtainable, excluding limiteds, event items, stuff that's attainable for like only YouTubers or testers or stuff like that. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty big achievement. Yeah, because I'm in a different server other than main hub, the joins from like Roblox's site won't actually get you into the correct server. So what you're going to have to do is server hop to go ahead and get into the same server as me. Just so server hop between Ghost World and main hub until you actually find my Ghost World server. I don't particularly care too much about people joining me right now. I am just doing boss fights over and over and over again. So if people do end up joining me and helping with fights, or it's not going to be too big of a deal. Or if they slow down the fight a little bit, it won't make too big a deal. The only thing I'm not going to allow is if you come in here on AFK. I do want you to be shooting the boss. If it does become a problem, I will switch over back to private servers, but I think most of you guys are going to be decent enough at the game to not be slowing down this fight too much. Really, the only thing slowing down this fight will be my FPS deciding to drop due to like lag issues. For whatever reason, streaming and doing Ghost Simulator at the same time is like FPS nightmare. Let's see, yeah, OBS says it's doing fine, I think. It says it's working at 20 FPS, but Ghost Simulator currently is not matching that. So yeah. As long as we don't lag too much, though, we should be able to do these fights without too much of a problem. Again, the biggest issue is us getting lag spikes right as like we're about to take like 35% damage or something, and being unable to avoid it. So yeah. It also slows down your shooting a little bit, so that's another issue. But for the most part, Great Guardian is a pretty easy fight once you've learned how to do it, so I'm not really expecting to lose any fights. I may end up losing one just because of lag, but that's going to be what it is. Hello. But yeah, we are pretty close to getting 100% game completion in Ghost Simulator. As I said, there is only these 6 things in our index left for us to get. At that point, we should actually be up to 100%. The only thing I might have to do is go ahead and do a 1 upgrade to my antenna level to get up to antenna level 30. I'm going to save that for last though, because that is one thing I am not wanting to do, just in case like level 30 isn't required in Ghost Simulator. It's going to be kind of fun to meme about how they have this whole antenna level that isn't doing anything in the game. But yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's over, actually. Oblivion and Sky Server is pretty much nothing. Glitchy Rift Gum is probably equivalent to like Cosmic Wing on its own. And same thing with like Ice Cold Lemonade. But like honestly, that's not actually too bad of a trade. Ice Cold Lemonade, if I remember correctly, is a limited store item. So if you have Robux, it's literally like just buying a straight up Cosmic Wing, which is pretty much worth it if you need the stats. But yeah. Hello. Don't agree. Hello, T. Yeah, because of how the server works or how like joining works for Roblox, you usually end up getting into the same server. It also automatically prefers to set you into servers with like your friends in them and stuff like that. Even if you aren't like directly joining your friend, it'll try to put you in the same server as your friends. Which is nice in some respects, but kind of annoying in other respects when you're trying to join some random servers. Especially if you're like grinding bosses, it can be kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't know about any other way to guarantee you get into my server. Obviously, it shouldn't matter too much. I am just trying ahead and grinding bosses. But yeah, my friend isn't on. Yeah, I mean, it also prefers... Roblox preferences for joins are a bit weird. But yeah, this is going to be boss number 1 of 12 done. This stream is probably going to get really boring pretty soon as we continue to do the same bosses over and over and over again. Unfortunately, this is probably the worst grind in Ghost Simulator at this point. In theory, this way that we're grinding Great Guardian right now is actually pretty much the same speed as Final Boss, which is kind of funny since Final Boss usually takes twice the time per fight as Great Guardian. But because we are using glitchy boss gum, the math that it turns out is pretty much one fight of this is equal to 4 fights of this. So, or really, one fight of Great Guardian plus a gum is equal to 4 fights. And then it's one fight of mini final plus 1 gum is also equal to 4 fights. So in theory, this is actually a very similar time in length of grinding as it would be to be grinding mini final right now, which is grinding final right now, which is really obnoxious when you aren't getting as much. I'd much rather have 250 block spike keys than 250 key drives. But because I do need a mini guardian, this is going to be worth it, hopefully. But yeah. Completion. Isn't completion just done by quest right now? The in-game game completion for Ghost Simulator is calculated using at least 3 things, maybe 4. The first thing that is counted is, yes, quests. So completing stuff like all the side quests like Liz, Yuwu, Blaze, all those quests do count for your overall game completion. But on top of that, your index actually counts, which is what we're working on right now. So you need to go ahead and get every single pet from every single crate in the game, along with all the other ones. This is only obtainable stuff, so anything from like events that you don't need to worry about. So all of this empty stuff I'm fine with, but it is mainly these 6 things that I'm missing. And then it also goes ahead and counts your packs and vacuums that you've bought. So if you're missing like packs and vacs from like main hub, buying those will increase your game percentage by actually a decent amount. I think we gain like 4% from buying like 12 to 15 of those packs and vacs from just previous worlds during this stream cycle. So buying these packs and vacs is a big part of it. Indexes, and then maybe also your antenna level might be part of game completion. The reason why I haven't upgraded my antenna up to max level is 1, I can't. I don't have enough crystal hearts. But also 2, I kind of want to see if Ghost Simulator will ever add something where you do need antenna level 30, or if they'll end up doing some weird thing where you end up like only needing until level 29 to actually complete the game, which would be funny. I could find someone to trade me a mini guardian and then trade it back. But mini guardian is one of those trophy things in Ghost Simulator where I want to get it myself to actually have it. And it's rare enough, like it's this, as I said before, it's the 2nd rarest pet in Ghost Simulator at the moment. So it's rare enough where it's actually kind of hard to find someone with it that's willing to trade it for anything else. It's much rarer than Sandstorm. It's much rarer than, or it's probably rarer than Dev Classifieds. It's the only thing that's rarer than it for sure is Cloudwave, for real. So it is legitimately probably my best chance at getting it is to get Mini Guardian. Is it normal to start to miss Ghost Simulator after I quit for like 5 months? Yeah, actually it's pretty normal to go through those. I know I've personally taken like small breaks. I'm like, oh, I should get back into Ghost Simulator, and then I start playing it for like every day for a month, and then I'm like, oh, I'm tired of Ghost Simulator, and then I quit it for another month or something. It's a very normal cycle to be in with games, is to go through those cycles of like, oh, I really missed this game, time to get back into it. Or, oh, I don't like to play this game anymore. Well, guess we aren't playing it for a year. Yeah, it's literally, I think, I don't know why, but Ghost Simulator feels like it does that cycle a lot more than like other games. Like Beastorm Simulator, I feel like people, they play it, and then they just stop playing it, and it's not like, oh, I want to go back and play Beastorm Simulator. It's more like, oh, yeah, Beastorm Simulator existed, and they don't really feel like going back to it, but like, Ghost Simulator is a little bit weird, where it's like, I wonder what I'm missing in Ghost Simulator. Like, I see it a lot. I know in the community server, it's very frequent where we see people like, oh, I've been away from this game for a year. I've just found it back. What do I need to do? Or what's rebirths? Or which rebirth perk should I pick now that I'm back? It's one of the, I think, the most common things to see in Ghost Simulator for some reason. But yeah. Starting to slow down again. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Ghost Simulator, but It has that really big cycle. And yes, I did just laugh at someone getting grabbed by the boss. I find it funny when other people like end up missing the attacks. But yeah. This dude's gotten super lucky with us actually defeating the boss before he gets grabbed, which is actually, I think, one of the best feelings in the game when you do get grabbed like that and you know you're getting 35% damage, but then the shield breaks and he actually drops you. It's like a super nice feeling when that happens. Yeah, that guy got saved. Saved by the buzzer. For sure. Alright, we're probably going to get hit by this since we're probably going to lag right about now. And it's going to catch up to us. Maybe not. Wow, we didn't actually get hit by that. Yeah, it might also be a regional thing. I know it prefers to join you servers that are closer to reduce latency. Like right now, I'm in a server location in the United States, so I mean, it's East Coast United States that has it, but that's still okay. That's not super close, but yeah. Do I remember you? Yeah, you're actually in both my previous 2 streams, if I remember correctly. I do remember the name. I don't like remember anything specifically you said, but I do remember that you were there. Alright, we'll go ahead and use our boss gun before we forget. But yeah, this should be boss number 2 of 12. Or, yeah, 2 of 12, so we have 10 more bosses to do now that this one's defeated. So yeah, it's taking about 20 minutes for these first 2, so that's about... Actually, it's more like 15 minutes since I did start a little bit late. Okay, we should go sell. But yeah, it's taking about 15 minutes for these first 2 bosses, so extrapolating that out, we have about 75 more minutes to go, which is about an hour and 15 minutes left. But yeah, once we are done with that, again, I will be needing to go ahead and find some people willing to trade me for some index slots. So specifically, I'm looking for these 3 dev classifieds are going to be the harder ones. Debug and mini one aren't going to be too hard. But yeah, again, I'm not really worried about this until we actually get there. I'm just iterating this so you guys know what I will be doing later on this stream. And yeah, we are done, I think, with the board index, so I don't need to worry too much about this. Yep, we are done with that. I don't know if ghosts actually counts, but I should be 100% done with this. Looks like I am. Badges, I don't think count either, but I should be, yep, done with those. Badges might be something that counts. I don't know for certain, and there is no way for us to check. Most likely it is just going to be index though, and our antenna level. We may have to troubleshoot 1 or 2 things to make sure we do have everything, but I think we have mini one. I can give it to you. Yeah, there's a lot of people that actually, I think last stream, I was going over everything I needed, and everything except for Mini Guardian that I was missing, someone in chat at like one point had it, and it was like, okay, those should not be too much of an issue. Like even the dev classifieds, you'd think dev classifieds would be kind of rare for people to have, but it's actually surprisingly common when you take some of the endgame people, and just the random luck that some people have. It's actually not that hard to find those that I'm missing, but yeah. Oh, I forgot about the Meta Dev badge. Yeah, if badges are required for 100% game completion, Meta Dev might be pretty much impossible at this point in Ghost Simulator. I'm just thinking about like which devs, like there's pretty much no devs that actually play the game at this point. Like Coven K was your best bet when she was a developer, but I don't know if she is any longer counted as a developer for the game completion or for the badge itself. I know she is game developer anymore for the game, but she might be a game developer in the sense she counts for the badge. But yeah, she doesn't really play any regularly. Makimon doesn't play, to be honest. More of them are working on the development. I understand them not actually being in game. Royal would probably be your best bet now, and he very rarely joins either. So if you do need to get all the badges for 100% game completion, that's probably going to be pretty much impossible unless you like get really, really lucky with them, like testing out a small bug or something in public servers. Yeah, people grind Final Boss definitely a lot more than they grind Mini Guardian. This is, as I said, this is 100% rarer than Sandstorm. This is probably rarer than Dev Classifieds. The only thing that is rarer than this is going to be Cloud Wave, which is insane to think about, that the best pet stat in the game is actually more common than this like random boss's mythical pet. So yeah. They should remove it. I mean, I don't know if it actually counts for game completion percent. I think if it currently does count for game completion percent, they should make it so it doesn't. But I don't really see a reason to actually remove the badge itself, because it is something cool, and if it doesn't actually affect any of the gameplay, there's really no reason to remove it. It's not like people need to go get it. It's not like even Yuu's Quest where people think they need to get it even if they don't. Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it is definitely more of a trophy than anything. Still annoying to be missing one badge. Yeah, just pretend it isn't a badge and hope it problem goes away. I know that's not how stuff usually works, but just pretend. Ugh, yikes. I never knew classified boards were so easy. Yeah, no, it's actually kind of funny. So since classified boards are like four times easier to get than pets, it's actually more like 8 times easier, because you don't need to use as much gum, you don't need to grind as many gems, and then you don't need to unbox as much. So like overall, it's just like a huge. It is still like 4 times easier. Like you'll only cut your time down by 4, but because of how much easier it is, it actually stacks like everything you need to do to get it classified. And it just makes like classified boards actually pretty easy to get. Yeah. I hatched 5 since last stream. Yeah, there are some times when you can go on these really lucky classified streaks. I don't think I've had any too much recently. But I know like when I was getting my second Sandstorm, I unboxed my second Sandstorm and then like immediately got a third Sandstorm. And so like that was a pretty lucky streak. I know it was sometimes when I was unboxing, or I know when I was unboxing for my classified pets to get every one of every one. Sometimes it would take me like 2 hours to get one, and then other times I'd get 4 in an hour. So yeah, you can get on a really lucky streak sometimes with those. Then why do I never unbox a classified board? A lot of it really depends on actually putting the time in to actually grind for it. I know unboxing, if you aren't using like auto-click unboxing, it's going to take way too long to unbox boards. But yeah, you can also just get unlucky too. But yeah, the funny thing, because I was grinding for so much glitchy boss gum, guys, one of the side effects from that was that I actually grinded for like the first time in forever. Grinded some more glitchy lucky gum. So right now I actually have a pretty good supply of glitchy lucky gum. I'm up to 95, whereas previously I was at 0. So yeah, that's a really good thing. Also now at 603 glitchy nitro loot gum, which is 100% useless, but it's kind of funny to look at. Compare that to my like ghostly nitro loot gum, which is at 44, which is also kind of funny. And then I have 1 enchanted nitro loot gum. But yeah. Yeah, you can get really lucky with some of those classifieds. Like, it isn't too hard. Also, oh, that's funny. So if you guys didn't know, there used to be this small bug, where you could select a board in your board inventory, and then when you scrolled, it would actually stay there, like stay selected. And the thing was, that wasn't the case for pets. It looks like because they consolidated the inventories, that is no longer the case. So that's kind of funny that they fixed that bug accidentally. But yeah. Enchanted Nitro Loot Gum overpowered. Yeah, it's definitely the best gum in the game, and is actually not useless or yeah. The only gum that's really better than like Nitro Loot Gum is Gem Gum. If you guys don't know, Gem Gum is like super useful. It like quadruples the amount of gum you get, the amount of gems you get, which, you know, means you can go from like getting like 1,000 gems per ghost to up to 4,000 gems per ghost, which is just insane. Gem Gum is the most useless gum in the game, by far. Like, it's even worse than Vacuum Gum, or Zoom Gum, or Bunny Gum, or literally it's more useful than Remnant Gum. Or it's less useful than the Wacky Gums, for instance. Like, Wacky Gums are at least look cool. Dancing Gum has a short cooldown, so even though Dancing Gum is really obnoxious to use, it at least has a short cooldown, so people can spam it for gum quests. But yeah. How do I finish Ninja World fast? What's Ninja World? The Ninja World area. How many gems is recommended for a space shuttle? I believe I had did I have a chart on that at some point? But yeah, anyways, I know it's like it's 3 billion for Cosmic Wing. So divide that by 4 and then divide that by 4 again, I think. Actually, how much does Space Shuttle's crate cost? Does it cost 75,000 or 50,000? If it costs 50,000, it's like 800. No, it's divided by 4 again. So 200 million. If it's 75,000, then it should be around 250 million. 75k. Yeah, okay, that's about 250 million, assuming you're using glitchy Lucky Gum. If you aren't using glitchy Lucky Gum, it's around 750 million gems, so not too bad. Obviously, you'd be recommended to use Lucky Gum just because it shaves off a lot of time and gems, which also saves time, so yeah. Ninja area and Remnant fast. Yeah, the only way to get through areas fast in Remnant World, or in any other worlds in general, is actually just to use Loot Gum. So before your first rebirth, I recommend players to go ahead and grind 100, maybe 200 glitchy Loot Gum. So using that will be helpful. Yeah, so using glitchy Loot Gum is probably your best bet. I wouldn't recommend using enchanted Loot Gum. Like, you aren't going to have too much enchanted Loot Gum to begin with. So it's much easier to get glitchy Loot Gum, and it's not too much worse. Yeah, it is going to be a pain, though. It is kind of slow to go ahead and get through some of those Remnant World areas, just because of the low drop items. So it is going to be a grind. I know I had a grind quad out time for that, and I do have double item drops. Was running constant glitchy Loot Gum, and I still struggled. For whatever reason, the drops in Remnant World are kind of low, so it is just going to be a grind. Kind of low. Yeah, no, it is kind of weird. They feel really low when you're playing through it. For whatever reason, like, it feels like normal drops are like an even 33% split for items, 33% split for gems, and 33% split for, yeah, where else was I supposed to go? Sorry. But like in Remnant World, it feels like it's a 10% chance of items and a 90% chance of gems for whatever reason, which is just stupid. It just feels so stupid when you're grinding through Remnant World. But yeah. This boss is getting a lot of collateral damage with those spins. Yeah, I know what you mean. It does sometimes feel like it's like really rare. I know it's not 1 in 1,000. I think it's more like 1 in like, it's like a 10% chance, I'd say, for each of the items is what it feels like. Like, even that's a little bit rare. It's more like a 20%. But yeah. Anyways, that is boss number 4 done? Okay, so we're already, yeah, we're already 33% of the way through this grind. That can't be true. I have 18k enchanted parts. Wars has 80k. Yeah, I'm sure I have like 5k or something. I haven't grinded in Remnant World all that much. I don't see the point in it just because of, yeah, 5k. Pretty much exactly on the dot. I do have a lot of advanced parts. As I said, I was grinding for Glitchy Gum between this stream and last stream. So I have a lot of these. But yeah, there's really I don't see any point to grind in Remnant World, so I just haven't done any grinding, so all these enchanted antenna parts are just hanging out in my inventory. Oh yes! How could I forget about gem chests, guys? The best way to get gems in Ghost Simulator since the game was added. I am glad that they have, they did actually accept some feedback and improve some of the gem drops and gem rates of those gem chests in Remnant World at one point. They still need more buffs in my opinion, and I think in most people's opinions they do need more buffs. But they have at least done one buff to that. And honestly, I haven't done enough of the numbers to make sure I could legitimately suggest a second buff. But yeah. Actually, yeah, I guess 150 million is a good chance to get you a space shuttle. I mean, I think with the fact that we have these 50 billion size backpacks, you are better off even with like 0 rebirths and pretty bad pets just grinding bosses. Because like, even as it stands right now, I think I get like 80 million per boss in like Ghost World. Using like glitchy X-Gum and stuff, so pretty much a third of a remnant chest with just one boss, or pretty much half of it with just one boss. That is with pretty overpowered pets, but even you guys should probably be getting like 20 million like minimum per like glitchy X-Gum usage per boss once you get up to the most expensive pack, which is actually the most expensive pack is kind of expensive, so it's might take a little bit of grind for you guys to get, so, but yeah. %. I get 100 quadrillion ectotokens per full pack with glitchy X-Gum, and 1 quintillion is 100 million. Actually, yeah, that's not as good as I was expecting. Yeah, that's... Oh yeah, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, I have some giveaways on my Discord server. I don't know if you will be able to join in time to actually join them, because there is a 10-minute wait time between when you join my Discord server and when you can actually like see chat and stuff. But if there's more than 10 minutes left in that, I do have giveaways for Cosmic Wing, some Mini Kings, some Mythicals from the Dev chests, and some Dev Classified, or Dev Corrupteds, not Dev Classifieds, but some of the Dev Corrupted heads. So if you're interested in some good pet stats, there are some free giveaways that you can join there. Yeah, I don't know if people in there want you to join and take away their chances of winning some of that stuff, but there is some giveaways going on there. They end in 12 hours. Okay, yeah, you should have plenty of time then to go ahead and join before they end. As long as you remember to, after the 10 minutes, to go and check and click on a giveaway thing, but yeah. What's claim reward time? I don't usually have a claim time. So usually if you win a giveaway, you'll have time to go ahead and claim it. It won't be like oh, you have 10 minutes to go ahead and claim. It'll be a minimum of like 2 weeks to claim. So you'll just have to send me a DM within 2 weeks of winning a giveaway. That shouldn't be too hard to do. And even then, that's not like a strict hard deadline. That's more of a deadline like at around that 2 week mark. I'm like, oh, this person hasn't claimed this giveaway. Maybe I should re-roll it. I have actually re-rolled a Cosmic Wing giveaway twice before, which was kind of funny because the first person did claim. I'm like, okay, dude, you have 3 days to go ahead and send me a DM to claim. They didn't DM me. The next person did that same exact thing. 3 weeks later, I'm like, 3 days to claim or else I re-roll, and it still got re-rolled, and then someone finally claimed it. So just don't be that dude that goes ahead, wins a giveaway, and then says something along the lines of, please just re-roll, I didn't want it, or something like that. I might end up legitimately, like, temporarily banning you, just more of a meme, but just because I hate it when... Just don't join a giveaway if you don't want to win the item from the giveaway. It's not that hard, people. But yeah, no, I'm really lenient with the claim times and stuff like that, so you shouldn't have to worry too much about being active or online when the giveaway ends. If you're busy, that's fine. I understand that, so yeah. What happens if someone won all 4 of those giveaways? If someone wins all 4 of the giveaways, then they just won all 4 of the giveaways. I mean, I'm not going to re-roll or anything like that. Like, just in case that's, like, you guys, I don't think you guys want me to re-roll, so, if it's anyone else, I won't re-roll either, so, yeah. By a 10-minute wait, what do you mean by my server not loading? I've been able to, a little bit of a safety measure there, where it requires, people to be members of the server for 10 minutes, before they can chat, see messages, or really interact. It looks like it's not loading. For some reason, Discord doesn't have like a actual good pop-up there. But yeah, it's a setting that I enabled. The main thing about it is just to prevent, like, it gives like people that are thinking, oh yeah, I'm just going to join the server just to troll this person. It requires them to wait 10 minutes, which might be enough time for them to forget about trolling. Makes them actually double think about what they're doing, whether or not it's actually something intelligent. And then also, like, it shouldn't hurt too much for people who actually want to join the server for legitimate reasons. They'll have to wait 10 minutes, yes, but, like, if you wait 10 minutes and then they're still chatting, still plan on chatting, that's usually means that you're going to be good in the server anyways, but yeah. Even if it's a dev mythical, I need it for my index. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Do I have enough? I'm just trying to make sure. I know I'm doing 4 of those dev mythical giveaways. I just want to make sure I have at least 4 of every single dev mythical. Yeah, it looks like a Tato. Oh, I have lots of Tatos. Okay, that's not an issue. Mr. Fuzz isn't an issue. Oh, yeah, I have plenty. Okay, I could probably even do, like... I could probably do another whole set of dev mythical giveaways just because like I have so many of them. Like, let's see. I have 7, 15, 22, 28, 32, 37. I have 37 dev mythical pets. Plus whatever I have on my alt, which is also... Oops. Which is also not going to be a low amount, but yeah. Of course, I won't be lucky with OP pets, but I was lucky with the $10 Robux gift card, which I thought I wouldn't be. Yeah, no, I don't know. Sometimes you can get lucky with those giveaways and you aren't expecting it. So I think the best thing about those giveaways is to go into it with a mentality of you're not going to get it, but maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's I wouldn't go into any giveaways expecting to actually win. Like, there's just as many people that have entered. Or there's a lot more people that have entered than just you, so it's more likely that someone other than you will win. But yeah, it's always nice to win. I would rather have auto delete. Opinions on banks or pets in Ghost Simulator. I think I said this in my last stream, but it's actually having banks is actually it's actually a really good idea, despite it being like kind of cliche and me not really liking how many games actually have it. But it allows you to store pets in a way that doesn't take up space in your inventory, which is good. It's pretty much like additional space like that, but it also has the side benefit of putting your pets and boars in a place that they don't need to be constantly loaded. So people can't see what's in your bank. So it kind of acts as another like hiding your inventory, which is really good. It allows you to not be as laggy when you like join servers or something, because you don't need to load your inventory. When people are checking your inventory, they don't need to load those random stuff. Yeah, it's a great reduction in lag, and actually serves more use than just additional pet storage. Like additional pet storage would be nice. I literally took you on a walk right before I started the stream, Ziva. Stop looking at me like that. I don't know if you guys can you guys actually see my puppy? No, she's right back there. But yeah, when she sits like that, she usually needs to go for a walk. So I might need to... What's going on, you two? Alright, I'm getting really distracted. Alright, let's readjust my webcam. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'll probably have to... Yeah, okay, we can go let my puppy out. In like the minute time between this Great Guardian and next Great Guardian. I think a minute should be enough to just go let her outside. Anyways, yeah, no, I think banks are like a great idea. Again, it reduces lag like all around. It's a pretty good idea. The thing about auto deletes, like rare, legendary, uncommons, all that fun stuff, by adding stuff like that, you turn Ghost Simulator into even more of an auto unbox simulator, which is kind of like one of the things about unboxing Ghost Simulator that I don't want to see. I like how it is right now, where it takes, you have to actively be unboxing. It makes classifieds a little bit rarer, without people just being able to... Well, my webcam's really laggy right now. Is everything plugged in? Okay, never mind. Looks like it's fine now. But yeah, it makes everything a little bit rarer, just because people can't like AFK overnight or something. And just auto unbox like thousands of dev classified or thousands of sandstorms or something. It actually requires them to be online, actively deleting stuff, which, you know, really makes the game a lot better in terms of classified rarity, so that people can't just be like, oh yeah, I AFK'd overnight and got 10 more sandstorms. Let me AFK next night and the next night after that. Especially with people having trillions of gems, it would be kind of weird to have all those auto deletes. Where's the giveaway? Yeah, the giveaway is in the announcements channel of my Discord server. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Also, because I have been grinding a lot, I want to see how far leveled up are my sandstorms. Level 8. Wow. That's actually not as high as I was expecting. But yeah, because I was grinding quite a bit of them, I have gotten my sandstorms up a few levels. These dev class fights have been maxed for a while. But yeah, right now I need to go let my puppy outside because he's asking to go. Hopefully I am back before this timer runs out. Oh yeah, plenty of time to spare. That only took, what, like 40 seconds? But yeah, it's actually nice. It's actually starting to look quite a bit like spring. I think like 2 days ago we had snow or something, but like the last 2 days it's actually been kind of warm and sunny, so it's actually a nice day outside for once. Which is kind of weird because I live in Washington, which is known for being rainy. So it's kind of funny that we are kind of transitioning from like snow just straight into sun, because usually it's raining all winter and raining all summer, and so we never have like sunny days or rain or snowy days. But we seem to have like 0 raining days this year. Why did I send a message at 5 a.m.? I'm in a different time zone than you, most likely. I am almost never up at 5 a.m. Right now for me, if you want to do conversions, it's 10:20 a.m. So yeah, depending on what time it is for you, that that almost certainly falls between 12 a.m. for me and like 10 a.m. and 12 a.m. So since those are usually the times when I'm awake. Maybe as early as like 8 a.m. is probably the earliest message you'd see from me, but yeah. $5 p.m.? Okay. Yeah. If it's 5 p.m. for you right now, then that was 7. Yeah, that'd be at 10 p.m. for me. So that's not super late. That's actually pretty normal for most people. It's a little late for me. That's usually around when I go to bed, but overall that's not too late. In the northern part of my country it was 17 degrees Celsius, while I live in the southern part. Oh yeah, there's a lot of regional differences even inside like certain states or countries and stuff. Where it's like, oh yeah, one part is like super hot, whereas the other part's like normal, or other way around, whereas one's super cold and the other's normal. I know in Washington, we have a mountain like straight down the middle of our state. On the west part, the place where I live, it's actually kind of cold, kind of temperate. We end up getting pretty normal weather just because we're kind of regulated by the ocean's temperature. But on the eastern side of the mountains, it can get really hot, but it also is like really bad snow when it does snow. I'm not saying we don't have bad snow over here, it's just a little less common. Actually, no, it's a little bit more common for us to get snow and like rain and stuff. But like when they get snow, it's usually like really bad snow. And like they get a lot less rain and stuff like that than us. It's weird to have a mountain in the middle of my state, but yeah. Yeah, Canada, Norway, all those countries would definitely fit the bill for really cold weather in the northern part, and then southern part being somewhat temperate. Hasn't snowed since 2018 for us. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of places that don't regularly get snow. I think someone was saying in my chat a while ago, or maybe on my Discord, that was like the first time in like 100 years, or like 10 or 20 or something years, that like Florida had gotten snow or something. I don't know if it was actually Florida, but I remember it being like some sort of state or something that's usually very warm. And then you gotta go, so bye. Alright, yeah, no, it's fine. That's the thing about these streams, since they are going to be kind of videos afterwards, you can always go ahead and rewatch them if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know. I don't understand the appeal of rewatching a stream. I feel like the whole point of a stream is that you are there and see it. You end up missing a lot of interactivity, and it kind of feels weird to watch it as like a video itself, but it is possible. But yeah, I'm also planning on, once I do finish up this stream, going ahead and making a video on how you can get 100% in Ghost Simulator, because I feel like it is one of the things that would be actually interesting for me to make a video on. Explaining how it's actually possible, how people can do it, showing all the things that I had to do to get it, stuff like that would be kind of interesting. But yeah, Florida, snow impossible. Yeah, I don't remember exactly where it was. It may not have been Florida. It may have been something else that's traditionally warm, like Wyoming, or actually no, Wyoming gets tons of snow. Yeah, I don't know. It was somewhere. I remember someone saying something about it, but yeah. Anyways, how many boss fights have I done? This is going to be my... Wait, this is my 7th boss fight already? I guess we have been streaming for almost an hour now, so... not too much of a surprise, I guess, but... Yeah. Man, these fights, though... These fights are kind of just getting boring, aren't they? Like, these fights aren't too hard since I have done them a bunch of times, but like, it is kind of boring to just be doing the same fight over and over. Like, you pretty much just stay in one spot and go ahead and shoot the boss, and you pretty much get a guaranteed win. At least once you get like 4 or 5 people, it gets a lot easier to get a guaranteed win. I think with like, which should be these 4 glitchy boss gums plus 2 more from another 1 fight, so 5 more fights in total to get 250 keys. After the second time, there's nothing new. Yeah, it is one of those things where after a certain amount of time, it does get kind of old to do these boss fights. I don't think this one's quite as bad as Final. I do feel like this one could be made a little bit shorter. But overall, like, it does have at least some difficulty. You do need to dodge some of the attacks. It's not like Final where you kind of just shoot. Which could kind of be ruined if it was made shorter, but you know. If it was shorter, at least... Okay, if this boss incoming timer was shorter, it would make it like 20 times... Okay, it'd make it like 20% more bearable. So instead of having to wait a minute and 30 seconds to go ahead and get into a boss fight, we'd only have to wait 30 seconds. But yeah. It's better than losing my mind trying to get Godlays. Yeah, when you first start out in Ghost Simulator, it can be actually kind of difficult, especially for some of the quests to get those Godlays. Especially since you actually do struggle a little bit with getting the gems required. Especially if you're like trying for some of like crate number 14, 15... 16. Crate number 16. I know it's quite expensive, costing like 10 million per crate, so I understand like getting this godly might actually be quite difficult. But yeah, other than that, like crates like once you get good enough in the game, getting like godlies actually becomes pretty trivial. Assuming you can grind the gems for it. But wait, why can I shoot the boss? Is there an F9 error that went with that? Because usually... Yeah, no, I have no idea. I have no idea how I was able to equip my vacuum and shoot the boss there. Well, just because of how gum works. Because of gum, you can pretty much get get 4 final boss fights with 1 final boss fight and grinding 1 glitchy boss gum. So the time it takes to do 4 fights or get 8 keys is 15 minutes plus like 15 minutes to grind a glitchy boss gum. Then for this boss, so that's about 30 minutes to get 8 keys for final boss. For Great Guardian, it is still useful to go ahead and grind glitchy boss gum for the fight itself, because it takes, as I said, it takes around 15 to 20 minutes to go ahead and get a glitchy boss gum. So to go ahead and get 4 fights of Great Guardian, get 8 keys, it takes 1 Great Guardian fight plus 1 glitchy boss gum. So about 7.5 minutes plus 15 minutes for 22.5 minutes to get 8 keys. And I think with that math, you guys can kind of see how there's only a 7.5 minute difference between getting 8 keys from Final Boss and 8 keys from Great Guardian Boss. So it's actually not all that much quicker to be grinding Great Guardian than like Final Boss, just because of how that glitchy boss gum affects the math. Oh, that's the worst. When you do forget a cell like between bosses, it's not that bad when you have other people, but if you're soloing a boss and you forget a cell, you can't vacuum the boss between it, which means you're forced to shoot it between it, which means you actually have to do like double or triple the amount of cycles you normally have to do, just because you do so much less damage when you're shooting. Yeah, fortunately, right now we have a few other people to do the vacuuming for you, so it's not too big of an issue. Oh, we got hit by this attack. Everyone's gonna laugh at me now. But yeah, it can be a very big issue. I know I've done that a few times when I was trying to solo stuff. Yeah, it's not fun when that happens. Yeah, that overlap. I have no idea why that, or I have no idea when it was added, actually. It used to not be the case, but at some point they added it, and it's been a bug for, like, I don't know, it's been a bug for like a year now. It's been reported at least 20 times, or 5 times to my knowledge, probably 20 times. It's a very common bug for people to report. It impacts the game very little, so I don't personally feel like it really needs to be changed, especially if it's something that might actually end up contributing to lag later, or something, but I don't know. Karma, yeah, I definitely got a little bit of karma there from laughing at other people for getting hit from that attack. Fortunately, we are with enough people that there's literally no way we get the last, like, 62%. Especially since there's no more grab attack. I literally just have to be standing still and get targeted by like every single attack from now on to actually gain all 62%. I'm still out on corruption, so yeah. If you play other games, you should play Godzilla Monster of Monsters Creepypasta game. Oh wow, we do get targeted by like every attack. Honestly, I'm not too much into like, I don't know, I'm not too much into like horror or fighting based games. That sounds like one of those 2 types. Yeah, I don't know, I usually don't play too many games. I like to play a little bit of or a lot of a small amount of games rather than a little bit of a lot of games. Yeah. Alright, we're going to go ahead and use our gun now, just because I don't forget to later. But yeah, this should be fight number 8 of 12. That can't be true, guys. This has actually felt like it's taken, like, I don't know. It definitely hasn't felt like it's been an hour of grinding on Ghost Simulator. This has felt more like, I don't know, 30 minutes of grinding. It's definitely a lot less than the amount of grinding I was doing for the glitchy boss gums beforehand. I don't know what it is about like doing stuff on stream, but it definitely does make it go by a little bit quicker, or a lot quicker. Speed running. Yeah, we're not even really going through these boss fights all that fast. I mean, we are going through them relatively fast just because like we have good players actually doing the fight, and we actually aren't getting that much lag. But like overall, you can't really speed up these fights that much, so it should be taking around the same amount of time it was taking me off stream, but it doesn't feel that way. Yeah, I haven't ever, I don't really have access, or I've never really played too many Nintendo games. I think like really the only Nintendo thing I've ever had is like a Wii. So I'm not really too knowledgeable about some of those Nintendo games. Anyways, I'm so used to coming and checking my overall game completion after like every single quest in the previous streams that I think I just defaulted to go try to check what my overall game completion percent was, even though it's not going to go up until we get like pretty much all these pets. Yeah. I'm thinking I will need to upgrade my antenna level. I'm hoping I don't, but I'm pretty sure I will need to just because we are still missing 2%. I'm pretty sure 6 pets in my journal is not going to give me like a whole 2% game completion. So we're probably going to need to go ahead and get antenna level 20 or 30 to go ahead and complete this challenge. But yeah, I know I asked last stream, but I'm fairly sure none of you guys do. But do you guys what game completion percent are you at? And do you know anyone that might be at like 100% game completion? Because I'm trying to figure out and make sure that there is no one else that really has 100% game completion. At least in the last 2 years. I know before 2 years ago in Go Simulator there was a bug where getting 100% game completion was like super easy because like all you needed to do was switch servers, and you'd gain a little bit of game completion every time you switch servers. So you could go up to like 101%, 110%, 200% game completion. But yeah, most players I think are chilling around 30 to 70 game completion percent. The first few percents are pretty easy to do because you do get so much from like buying packs and backs, and you do get like a lot of availability of those. So really the only difference there is like whether or not you bought every single one or only bought the ones that are expensive. But yeah, I've only gotten up to 97%. Oh, that's actually a really high number. I think that requires you to go ahead and get like every single quest done, which is actually kind of difficult. Along with like pretty much full indexes and probably also having all packs and backs. So 54% and halfway through Blaze. Yeah, 54% isn't that bad. 54% I think is about the normal for people to have. From those I've asked so far, it's usually like between like rebirths and stuff, they're usually chilling like somewhere between 40 to 60%, just because that's like permanent quests that you have complete, index that you have complete, the few quests that you do for a rebirth add up a little bit. But yeah, since it is a lot of that is like stuff from index and some infinite quests and stuff, you do end up getting quite a bit that just stays around with you every time you rebirth. Yeah, I tend to have around 97%. 92%? 92% is like really good. Some quests the main hub to complete. Yeah, quests don't actually add too much to your game completion percent is the funny thing. Like I think we got just as much from like doing all the quests as we got from like buying like 6 or so back and pack sets in Ghost Simulator. So it is definitely the longest part of getting your game completion up is doing those quests. And also index if you count like some of the really hard to get items in your index. But yeah, I'm not really expecting anyone random to actually have 100%. Just because you do, for your 100%, need to have, Mini Guardian is one of the bigger ones, like, just in terms of expense. But you also need to get every single dev classified in your index, which isn't impossible for random people to have, if they, like, get one and then trade for the other ones. But for the most part, it is going to be impossible for a random person to have gotten any dev classified and then been able to get all the other ones in their index. So, yeah. I just like doing quests for the rewards. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there are some quests in Ghost Simulator, which you only do once. Like, no one in their right mind would do, Ella a second time unless they're doing something silly like getting 100% game completion. Her quest is just like way too long to warrant doing it a second time. Same with some of the stuff like Jillian and Dylan or Dylan's easy, but Jillian and Willen people definitely don't try to do again. Jax people try to avoid. But yeah. I do need to ask some of the pro players specifically if they have 100% game completion or have had it in like the last 2 years. Big 10-4 would be like one of the first ones. I don't know if he might even be in like the server right now. Don't look like it, but yeah, I do want to make sure there is no one currently at 100% game completion or close to it or anything like that. Or not close to it. Close to it's fine. I want to make sure no one's at 100% game completion or has had it in like the last year or so. Just because I'm trying to figure out if I was to name my video like I'm the first person to get 100% game completion in Ghost Simulator by the last 2 years. I don't want someone to be like, yeah, dude, I've had it for the last 2 years. What are you didn't even ask me or something, and it just looks like I'm a really bad YouTuber because I didn't even do my research. So, yeah. Who's your favorite quest NPC? I really love Adam. It's a really good perk. It's a pretty easy quest. Yeah, there's really nothing to hate about Adam's quest line. You get the hoverboard. It's a pretty quick quest line. I don't know. Classifieds that were good are getting worse and worse by every classified release. Yeah, that's kind of how games though work. You need to have some progression in the game. You can't have it, endgame players get one pet, and now they're set for the rest of the game. You need to have some progression where like every update you introduce something better where they need to progress towards that now. It keeps them involved. It stops the game from stagnating. Yes, there might be some problems with Ghost Simulator's actual stat progression, but I don't think stats improving every update is part of it. I think it's more of the fact that some of the really good stat stuff are super easy to get, and then some of the stuff that is super hard to get is zero worthwhile in stats, like, I don't know, Mini Guardian. But yeah, talking about Mini Guardian, we're 3 fights away now from getting Mini Guardian? So yeah, that's kind of hype. I am back. Let me trade you my Mini 1. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll start working on getting the other stuff from our index after these last 3 fights. We have 3 more fights, and then I'll go ahead and start accepting Mini 1s. Actually, do I have any Dino? I don't think I have any Wild West boss chests right now, so I can't like try to meme my way into one of those really quick. What I could do is offer you just for a fair trade. Offer you. Let's see, what do I have? Mini crab, mini sludge, something like that. Mini gas, maybe. If you want. Otherwise, I can trade for it and then trade it right back. I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. Meeting like active players like Big 10-4 or heavy grinders like Kurji is actually much easier than you would think. Just because they play the game a lot, it's more likely to actually meet them than like someone random who doesn't play the game a lot. So yeah, it's actually kind of interesting that you can meet some of those players that you think of as so good at the game, pretty easily. Like even me, like I don't play the game as much as like Big 10-4 or leaderboard players, but like I play the game enough where you can randomly stumble into me unboxing in a server or grinding bosses in main hub or something like that. And like people are surprised to meet me. And it's like, no, it's because I am an active player that it is possible to meet me. But yeah. I'm missing mini crap and mini gas. All right, we could do just a trade for index where we both get a little bit of our index done, where I trade you like mini king or mini crap and mini gas for it, and then trade both back. I think that'd probably be the most worthwhile sort of deal, where we both get a little bit of index done, and then both just trade back. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm hoping is going to end up for the dev classifieds, is that people watching my stream, they're like, oh yeah, I would love your Pyrus and what's the other one I have? Pyrus and Spiritfly for my index. Here, you can have this for your index. Let's do some swaps around, and now we both have a little bit more of our index done. But yeah. Yeah, I don't actually need mini guest. I just need mini 1, debug, mini guardian, which we'll have, and then the 3 dev classifieds I'm missing, which is static phase, exoplanet, and euphoria. So 3 dev classifieds and 3 other ones. Of those, the hardest one to get is almost certainly going to be this mini guardian that we are currently working on. But yeah, I got all the mini ones. Yeah, a lot of these, like, a lot of the mythical pets are actually easier to get than you'd think. Like, especially stuff like Mini King that has, like, really good stats. I have an insane amount of King loot bags, like, someone was remarking, I shared a screenshot of this, like, my glitchy boss gum to key drives in my inventory, and they're like, oh, you have a lot of Jolly Roger loot bags. And I have over double that of, or I have almost double that of my Jolly Roger loot bags, and then like over triple that of my other loot bags. So, yeah, it is one of those things where people can have a whole lot of those mini kings, mini Dutch or mini Jolly Rogers. Ghostly Dutchman? Yeah, I don't remember the name. Yeah, I think it's Ghostly Dutchman and Mini Anonymouses, so people can have those pretty easily, just have like a ton of them. But yeah. You just need crab and gas? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure those are actually, I think I have 4 of them then. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure those are 2 of the 3 I have. But remembering now, I have mini gas, mini crab, mini no, that is legitimately 2 of the 3 I have. Yeah, they're not that hard to get, is the funny thing. Actually, I don't even think like Mini King and Mini Anonymous is in the index. Otherwise, I don't think I'd actually have a Ghostly Dutchman. I don't think I've legitimately gotten a Ghostly Dutchman in Ghost Simulator. I've been looking for a while for Mini Crab. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, it's easy enough to get some of those mythicals, but it's hard to get, like, the one you're specifically missing at the end. Like, for instance, right now, I've unboxed thousands, probably 2,000 to 3,000 overall of these boss chests, and I am still missing Mini 1. I've unboxed easily 400 or so of those Wild West boss chests, and I'm still missing it. So that just goes to show how hard it is sometimes. Like, even if you have all the other ones, how hard it can be just to get the one you're missing. Alright, we're going to go ahead and use the gum now so I don't forget later. Yeah, this is... What? We have 2 more boss fights after this one? This is actually really quick. In terms of, like, Great Guardian, I think. Like, I was expecting this to take, like, an hour and a half to do, and it has taken an hour and a half to do. But it has not felt like an hour and a half of grinding on Great Guardian. Yeah, no one ever really wants to trade you, and grinding specifically for boss chests is one of the things I never really recommend doing. Like, if you're grinding specifically for a dev class, or not a dev class fight, but if you're like grinding specifically for like Grim's Portal, it's not going to be fun. It takes forever to get those ground Grim's loot bags. You're better off like grinding Grim to go ahead and get souls to go ahead and convert to gems, and then in the process getting your Grim loot bags to open for Grim's Portal. Otherwise, it's just going to be very disheartening to be like, I've grinded 2 hours, all I have are these Grim loot bags, and then getting nothing from them. Like, same even thing with like these Dino King loot bags, Jolly Roger loot bags. All of these I've got from grinding other stuff. So I wasn't like really specifically grinding for Dino King loot bags. I was grinding ectoplasm to get gems. Anonymous loot bags are really the only thing where I've like actually grinded anonymous loot bags for anonymous loot bags, and even then, like, I was getting, I think, some other side benefits of like leaderboard progression, stuff like that, leveling up my pets too, bosses for quests. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, for the most part, though, I do recommend not specifically grinding for any of those like hard milestones. Like if you're grinding like first place loot bags just to get this classified, you are going to be really disappointed. But yeah. Oh yeah, the game is super chill until you realize there's lore, and that the NPCs are actually like doing stuff in game. All right. Anyways, this is our second to last boss fight, if I remember correctly, and I have. So yeah, that's kind of good. We have managed to not waste any of our boss gum, which is also a really good thing. I'm always worried, since it took so long to get this boss gum, that you'd accidentally like press T like too soon or during the middle of the fight or something, and it's super scary to have like some rare gum like this equipped. But I have managed to get through this whole stream without wasting any, so we should be good to go. No, right now I'm actually in a public server for Ghost World, which means you can't join me specifically from like my Roblox profile, which usually you can if I'm in like main hub or something. But it does mean if you like randomly join some Ghost World servers, you might actually be able to find me in game if my server isn't full, which it actually might be, but you know, that's a small thing. But yeah, I didn't see any reason to go ahead and go into a private server for this grind section. Like, it's not going to hurt me too much to have other people in the server. It might actually help me since I am streaming and having a little bit of lower FPS. And allowing you guys to join me won't, like, it will help you guys to be like, ooh, I can join highest. But yeah. Yeah, guys, I read lore in Ghost Simulator. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm fairly sure in Ghost Simulator, no one was expecting the final boss until no, not the final boss. But like, I'm fairly sure most people in Ghost Simulator don't realize there's lore until they hit the final boss, and they're like, wait, why are the devs fighting us? And then they have to go check through and figure out, oh, devs erase people's memories. Devs are controlling the game and trying to control the NPCs, and they're trying to delete the world. Oh, lovely. What's some awesome lore? taken me over 7 times. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I would say it's not really worth trying to join me. Like, you can, but if the server is full or something, or even if it's at like 10 people, like, there's a preferred capacity in Ghost Simulator. It looks like right now we have exactly 10 people. There's a preferred capacity in Ghost Simulator, which if you get to that preferred capacity, you end up like legitimately no one will actually join your server even though it isn't full. So it can be actually kind of a pain to have that preferred capacity, because like the server isn't full but you still can't join me. Just kind of weird. So in Ghost Simulator, that preferred capacity is 10. So if a server is at 10 people, it's actually hard to get another person into that server. So that's why you end up seeing, like, if you go look at like the server list for Main Hub, you see a lot of servers. There's like 1 or 2 that's at 12 or 11. Then at 10, there is like 20 servers at 10, and then there's like 4 or 5 servers that are like 7, 5, 3, 2. And like you look at servers and you'll see that in a lot of other games too, where it's like, oh, you have a very few that are like completely full, but then you have like 1 or 2 which are like, then you have like a whole lot that are at that preferred server capacity, and then you have like another 1 or 2 at the end which are at that smaller capacity at like 1 or 2 people in them. Yeah, sometimes if you're like laggy on mobile or something, it can be actually really hard to defeat these mega bosses alone. Like once you have a little bit of experience or are playing on something that actually gets good FPS, not streaming. Like when I'm streaming, I'm not getting the best FPS. Right now we're fine, but sometimes I will drop down to like 8 FPS, which is pretty much unplayable for these fights. But yeah. At the moment, there are 8 servers with 10 and none above that amount in Main Hub. Yeah, okay. That's kind of my point. That's actually exactly my point. But yeah, I'm fairly sure you can also find, like similar to how there's that Main Hub where you can join all those Main Hub servers, like specifically, you can actually go ahead. I think we just collateraled everyone in this fight on accident. All right, we're getting hit. Oh no, we aren't. But I'm fairly sure you can actually find the game for Roblox Ghost Simulator's Ghost World, and then from there join like specific servers somehow. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that, how you do it, but I'm fairly sure you can. But yeah. How what? I believe you need to find it specifically like from one of the devs favorited. Also, look at this. We have so many souls, and it only converts to like 700 million gems. That's kind of sad, to be honest. Like, I'll do like 2 bosses in Ghost World and get like, or Main Hub and get like twice that, or get that same amount. So, yeah. But yeah, this is going to be our last fight, and we will be at 250 keys, and be able to get our mini guardian. So that will be really good. Once we have that, then I'll be going ahead and getting your guys' maybe not your guys specifically, but trying to go ahead and get all the other stuff I am missing from Index. This stuff I won't be like specifically getting to save. It will be for Index, so I'll just be trading stuff for it and then trading that stuff back. Really quickly, it'll be probably take us like 30 minutes to get all 5 of these. I know there's people in my chat that have like Debug, Mini 1. I don't know about dev classifieds at the moment. I'm fairly sure I've seen people that are offering theirs for it, but for my Index, but yeah. And then once we get all of those, we should be at least 99%. And then maybe we'll need to upgrade our antenna to get up to 100%. Maybe we'll even have to figure out why we're missing 1%. Like go over some of the other things that I might need. Like I don't know. I don't know what I'd need for 100% of the stuff I don't have. Like, it's not going to be buying game passes or anything like that, but yeah. But yeah, this is the last boss we have. These fights have taken like exactly the amount of time I was expecting, but it's actually been felt a lot quicker than it should have, I think. So that's good. But yeah, once we are done with this, we will have the second rarest pet that is obtainable in Ghost Simulator. So yeah. Maybe crafting recipes? Yeah, actually, crafting recipes could be something that we need to do. Which is actually kind of funny, because as it stands right now, we are in a very, very rare position where we might actually be able to complete some of those crafting recipes. Because if I remember correctly, someone has said that for one of those crafting recipes that I don't have right now, you actually need to have Grimm's Portal, which I recently got from a trade of trading Sandstorm for it. But it is like one of the rarer items in the game, this Grimm's Portal. So the fact that we have it already is going to be a pretty put us in a pretty good position if we do need to go ahead and get those crafting recipes. Oh, you found the Ghost World subplace? Oh, nice. On Coven's favorite, yeah, I think that's where I found mine too. I have them favorited too, I think. But yeah, I don't know if you can legitimately join from there, but I'm fairly sure you can. You're in? Oh, nice. So it actually worked. And you're right, it had 10 people? Yeah. Yeah, that's the preferred server size for Ghost Simulator, so that's usually where most servers are at. Like, if you're a friend, you'll overload that just by... they prefer to put you with friends rather than preferred server size, but... yeah, it's actually kind of funny that you're actually able to get in from that. But I'm too late. Yeah, we are pretty much done with Great Guardian. So if you are planning to join for Great Guardian fights, that is going to be done. But yeah, right now, I will be starting that call out for, oh, we have our trades enabled. That's funny. We'll probably start doing that call outs for the stuff that I'm missing, like Mini 1, Dev Mythicals, Debug. Honestly, Debug and Mini 1 are the ones that you guys are most likely to have. But I know a few of you guys have a Dev Classified or two, so we'll see about those. But yeah, do you guys think we'll actually manage to get up from 98% to 99% with just this Mini Guardian? That would be kind of funny if, like, we get this one Mini Guardian, and then we actually increase 1%, and then the last 1% is done with everything else. Because that would actually be kind of like how the balance of, like, time would actually work. Like, in terms of what we have left, most of the time is this getting this Mini Guardian. Like, all the other stuff should be like 15 minutes compared to this, so it's like an hour and a half. Plus the 4 hours I spent off stream grinding for gum. It's actually insane how much more time this takes than, like, the rest of the stuff. Even though it's just one pet compared to all the other stuff, which is like 5 pets and 10 a level, maybe some crafting. All that's pretty easy compared to this. But yeah, hello, Arash. War Sandstorm giveaway ends in 2 minutes. Yeah, Sandstorm's actually pretty much just as easy to get as Cosmic is right now, which is kind of funny. Like, people are super excited about Sandstorm. They're like, oh, such a good pet. Such good stats, all that fun stuff. It's pretty much just as good of a giveaway to win, or it's pretty much just as easy to get a Sandstorm as it is to get, like, a Rainwave at this point for, like, me, or, yeah, War specifically, all those endgames people specifically that can get gems a lot quicker than I can, have it to a much greater extent, but, like, even for me, it's like, I would much rather give away Sandstorm to you guys would much rather win a Sandstorm, but in terms of strict time, I will struggle the same amount of time to get a Prism as it would for me to get a Sandstorm. I've actually never heard about that game, Shovelware's Brain Game. I'm completely unaware of that, but yeah. Honestly, I very rarely play stuff other than Roblox. Like, I have a few Steam games that I play, but, like, not that many. It's actually kind of a low amount of games that I actually play. Yeah, right now I don't need to remember to go use, like, a boss gum or anything like that, so We are just going to have to defeat this boss, and we are good to go. Unless I accidentally, like, open a one prey cost, so... Also, is this doing damage? No, it isn't. I recently came back to Ghost Simulator after your first rebirth. That's nice. What rebirth did you take for your first one? I'm assuming you either took a Divine, Ghostly Vision, or Masked Hunter. Very rarely, I think, would people take that as their first one. But yeah, we'll go ahead and sell. And there we go. We are done. We have our 250 keys, and now we can go ahead and get our Mini Guardian for our index. So yeah, this is the second rarest item in Ghost Simulator. And, yeah. We're going to go ahead and open. This is 250 keys is just an insane amount of keys. But yeah. We're going to go ahead and open that. Get our Mini Guardian pet. And see. Nope, we're still at 98%. But we're going to go ahead and lock that. That is now in our inventory for our index. So yeah, now we only have debug left to get from here. And then Mini 1. Someone's sending us a trade. Hopefully it's for like a debug or Mini 1 or something. Oh, no. They're legitimately trying to trade something. Sorry, dude. We're not doing trades at the moment. We are looking for debug and Mini 1. If I remember correctly, yeah, Orange Miffy, you had a Mini 1 for me. Which, if I also remember correctly, you needed a Mini Crab and a Mini Ghast. Oh, you also have debug. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, there's our 2 of those. We'll go ahead and trade back now, 2 if you don't mind. Actually, if you do want to just keep those, that's also fine, but I prefer to do a trade back just in case someone accuses me of scamming later. No one can. But yeah, if you do want to keep it, you are more than welcome to keep those items. Feast pet? Oh my word. I don't know if this is someone memeing about asking for a pet or if this person's legitimately asking for a free pet. Nah, it's fine. Yeah. Whatever you want, to be honest. That's the thing, like, that smell of items I'm not going to miss having it in my inventory or not. Like, Mini Crab and Mini Ghast are super easy to get. Actually, I think I'd consider debug considerably rarer than those. But yeah, 98% still. Alright, now we need to actually go look for the rarer dev classifieds. So, yeah. Oh, I'm in your game? Oh yeah, you're right here. Yeah, if there's anyone in chat that has any of the dev classifieds I'm missing, specifically, Static Phase, Exoplanet, or Euphoria, I would be, if you are willing to go ahead and trade it to me for my index, I am going to trade it back to you. I will trade you one of my dev classifieds for it, and then trade my dev classified back. That would be nice. I currently have 98%. Probably need to upgrade my antenna and get these last 3 pets for 100%. Maybe missing one more thing, but yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and swap over, I think, to main hub. I really want Exoplanet. Yeah, getting some of those dev classifieds is actually kind of difficult. Yeah, so if you guys have one of those, go ahead and go to my Roblox profile, and then join from there. If this server does get too crowded, I will go ahead and join into my private server and then post the link, because that will pretty much just base out 10 of these people that aren't going to be able to join. But yeah, if you have any of those 3 dev classifieds and are willing to trade it to me for my index, that would be lovely. If not, understandable. There are other ways I can go ahead and find people with those that are willing, because there is a huge server and it isn't actually too rare to have a dev classified. And since I do have 2 myself, usually someone would be willing to trade them to me for the index as it stands. Alright. Welcome back. Yeah, go ahead and refresh my profile page. The server might actually already be full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, no, it's at 10 people. So if you go to my Roblox profile, you should be able to join from there as long as you refresh it. And then just get into my main hub server. Yeah, it looks like Orange was able to get in here. Is that person like leaving or something? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, right now I'm going ahead and trying to get some people to train me for some of these or for these dev classifieds I'm missing. The plan will be to trade my dev classified for their dev classified and then swap back so we both get a little bit of our index done. I mean, especially if people are wanting my pirates, though, I wouldn't be opposed to just doing a straight trade. But yeah, if you have any of those, you can go ahead, either join me from my Roblox profile or send me a message on Discord too, and we can go ahead and do it in private server too. But yeah, I might have to go ahead and go reach out to some people on Discord for some of their dev classifieds. Or maybe if I can find Big 10-4 if he's in game right now. He probably has some of those that would be willing to go ahead and swap for too if I need to. But yeah. Oh, game stuck on 98% while loading. Yeah, that happens occasionally. Usually you just have to wait a little bit of time for it to actually kick in. But yeah. Yeah, I'm fine waiting. As I said, this will be much quicker than like getting my mini guardian, and all that stuff. So, oh yeah, I already have debug. I don't need debug anymore. Someone was kind enough to trade me a debug. So what we're currently missing is just these 3 dev classifieds. I know I was saying earlier I wasn't needing debug. We actually already managed to get both our mini one and our debug. So yeah, if you send me a DM on Discord, I can. Okay, looks like someone has sent me a DM. Alright, is there anyone in the server right now that has something that they are planning on swapping with me? Alright, we are going to just go ahead and search through everyone's inventory. Real quick, just to make sure. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone in game right now that has one, so we're going to go ahead and leave. And then go to my private server and then send the link out there to people who are wanting to go ahead and give me something for my index. Again, as I said, I will be swapping over some stuff like my... I will be swapping to dev classified for each dev classified. And then also, hopefully, I will be allowing you guys to trade back if you want your thing back. Specifically, yeah, ideally, even if you guys don't want it back specifically, I'd like it back. Just in case you have like a level 1 or something. I am actually wanting the stats of my level 15s, but if you have a level 15, I'm not going to complain too much. And even if you have a level 1 and you really, really want to, I'm not going to be opposed to you keeping whatever you have traded for. But yeah, okay. What should I get? What should you get for your second? Did I not copy that? Did I not copy my private server link? I know it's copied somewhere, but I have to go exit out now to find it again. Alright, configure. Copy that. I know you guys can't see the screen because, like, Roblox is weird. Ooh, lovely. Alright. I copied that. Alright, there we go. Now it's copied. But yeah, in your second rebirth, what you should be, in my opinion, if you're planning on getting multiple rebirths, your first one should be Ghostly or Master Hunter, and then it should be Ghostly Vision. So if you don't have one of those two already, or if you have one of those, grab the other one. If you don't have either of those, you might want to go for Ghostly Vision instead of Master Hunter. But yeah, it'd be Ghostly Vision or Master Hunter would be my recommendation for which rebirth perk you can pick. But yeah, I am now in my private servers, so I guess if you guys, I'll go ahead and send the private server link here because you guys aren't going to complain too much about having it. But yeah, if you guys have a dev classified that I'm missing, Static Phase, Euphoria, or Exoplanet, go ahead and join me and I'll swap you as I've said earlier. You guys should know the process. But yeah, the plan should hopefully be that people with the items I need should be able to go ahead and join that, and then I should be able to get the stuff I need. Also, I'm trying to figure out like what the point of this sorting system is and why it's so weird, and I don't understand at all what's going on here. Like it's been this way for like 3 or 4 months now, with these godlies being just like randomly played. Like, wait, why is Cosmic in the right spot and like Bubbles, but then like Magic it goes? My brain hurts. Why is this so wrong? Ugh. Maybe, would that be the case? Could be, no. Because then why would this common be up there? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's some sort of sorting thing where it's like sorted by rarity, but then it's sorted by the alphanumerical of the rarity, so it's converting the number to a string and then sorting based on that string. Something like that, where it's just like doing something funky. But then somehow still having the first common as the first one. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have any classifieds. Yeah, I know most people don't actually have classifieds. Looks like we have at least two people with them. But yeah, no, it's, again, if you guys don't want to, you guys don't have to. I'm just looking for people who are willing to do it. Again, I have people like Big 10-4 who have a lot more stuff that probably would be willing to do it for me too. And then also random people on Discord would be willing, I'm sure. But yeah, it does make it a little bit quicker if I can have people from like chat and stuff do it. And I'm sure you guys don't mind. Alright, let me just go make sure I do have my trades on. Hide inventory is disabled. So yeah, so we'll go ahead. Hopefully these people have the stuff I'm looking for. Again, if you guys aren't here, it is specifically looking for Exoplanet, Pyrus, stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get this for our inventory. For our collection. Can I do your mini Great Guardian? Yeah, sure, if you're willing to trade back. I am willing, or not mini final. Where's mini Guardian? Oh, is mini Guardian not tradable? That would be stupid. No, it is. There it is. It's just not corrupted. Yeah, I'm willing. I am willing to do stuff for index if you guys want stuff for index. Just if we are doing a dev classified for a dev classified, I will want you to trade me back, because otherwise it can be considered kind of scammy from one side or the other, and I don't want that. But yeah, there we go. We got Exoplanet now in our journal, so as you guys can see, we are now down to just 2, Static Phase and Euphoria. Yep, Static Phase there. We'll go ahead, drop a Pyrus if you want. I just don't want to be trading nothing for nothing. I'm willing to trade back again, as I've said. I just don't want it to look too much like a scam anywhere. Is the server only open for those who have them? You can go ahead and join them if you don't have it. Just don't fill up the server too much. There we go. Send a trade back. And where is that stuck phase? There it is. There we go. And yeah, that should be another one in my index. I'm still at 98%. Also, I think I think since we did trade some stuff, I do need to re-equip, like, Pyrus. And I think it automatically re-equips my cosmetic too, which is nice. Alright, now all we're missing is Euphoria. So if you have Euphoria, that would be nice if you guys could go ahead and join. Otherwise, I think I'm going to go ahead and start asking. Yeah, big thank you though to Ice Chair and Dragon who have already done trades. Like, as I said, these are some of the rare items to go ahead and get all of them for index. So the fact that you guys are willing to go ahead and do these swaps, I know it doesn't hurt you guys in the long run, but that you've took your time to go ahead and do these trades is nice. But yeah, now all I need is a Euphoria. So doesn't look like anyone in my chat has one, so I might have to go ask in like Discord server. Maybe I'll go ahead before that, go ask, see if I can join Big 10-4 and see if it has one. Go for. All right, Big 10-4. Oh. It looks like he's unboxing for more Cosmic Wings, which is actually kind of interesting. Yeah, this is the interesting thing about Big 10-4. He doesn't actually have as many rebirths as like some of these people on like the global leaderboard. He is on the global. Actually, he's 4th on the global leaderboard. Wow. But like. Oh, okay, sure. Okay, good. Looks like he does have that stuff, which is nice. Let me go check to make sure my trades aren't off for some reason. Toggle those really quick. Remnant zone! Stupid portal's in my way. Okay. That does give a little bit of time. But yeah, this is my backup, guys. Oh, stupid remnant zone. Portal. But yeah, how much worth is Infernal Seer in value? Yeah, it isn't tradable. Hopefully you can wait like 5 seconds for us to go ahead and stupid game load, please. Actually, we should just be able to hop back into backdoor and join his server. But yeah, it isn't tradable. That's the same thing with all the divine sets. None of those stuff is tradable. Yeah, it's not too big of an issue. Not as big of an issue as, you know, the fact that some other stuff isn't tradable, like crafting items. But yeah. Alright. I don't know why Roblox is being so weird today, but it is. Oops. Touched remnant world. Oops. I feel bad. I asked for something and then immediately leave the server. Oh, is this not the correct server? Oh, it isn't. Alright. There we go. Alright. Touched remnant portal. Alright, then let's talk about trades again just to make sure it is on. Trade Big 6? Oh, okay. Lovely. Yeah, we'll go ahead, again, do that same thing where we offer Pyrus, then trade back. Dude, just to make sure. Yeah. Keep your, okay, whatever. Fine. Fine, we'll keep it. It's a friend. We'll trade it back. Alright, and then Euphoria. And there we go. We are now done with our index. Our index is completely full. So in theory, we should have 99 game completion. Nope, we're still at 98 game completion. All right, so next up, we are going to need to go ahead and upgrade our antenna to level 30 then. So we'll go ahead and head over there really quick. Have I tried speedrun in Ghost Simulator? There's not really too much good stuff to speedrun in Ghost Simulator. Like, yeah, you can speedrun, like, rebirths and stuff, but, like, with it being based on Roblox, it's actually super laggy, sometimes, some of the stuff, so, like, join times are inconsistent. There's a lot of inconsistencies that just make speedrunning it not really viable. Yeah, I have done some, like, speedrun rebirths where I speedrun, or where I go through a rebirth as fast as I can, but nothing, like, really, speedrunning is available in Ghost Simulator. Anyways, right now we do need to go ahead and try to, I think go ahead and try to get our antenna up. So yeah, we just finished up our index that somehow did not net us a whole 1%. I think the next step is going to be go ahead and upgrade our antenna up to level 30, which shouldn't take too long. Assuming we can get some good item drops in here. But yeah, once we are up to antenna level 30, I think the only thing left for us to actually do at that point would be to go ahead and do some crafting. So yeah, this last 1%, I don't actually know exactly what I need. Or for the last 2%, I don't know exactly what I need. Like, up until here, it's been pretty straightforward. I needed my index, I needed some quests, but now we are actually getting to the point where people don't actually know what you need to get 100% in this game. And so, yeah. There is one quest we're currently forgetting, guys. I just realized it now. There is one quest that we are forgetting in Ghost Simulator right now. So we are going to have to go do that one, I think, really quick. Alright, there we go. We are going to go ahead and get our antenna up. This should probably give us another 1% up to 99%. Yep, that was 1% we're missing. Okay, before we go do crafting, I do want to go grab this one last quest that I just remembered we are forgetting, which is actually in Bloxbite HQ. I think we're missing bow. No, you don't have any, there is no game completion percent you get from the limiteds or event stuff. So we don't need to worry about that, but I am missing this quest, so that might be the 1% we are missing. So yeah, we'll go ahead. Before I do this whole puzzle, I do want to go check to make sure we are actually missing this, really quick. So for those of you who haven't seen me do this previously, you can actually glitch into this room before unlocking it using the Santa Sleigh hoverboard cheese strats. So we're going to go ahead and do that, at least to confirm that I am actually missing this quest. Wow. I don't remember it being this hard. I remember just being able to just get straight in here. But yeah, didn't even think of Bo's quest. Yeah, this is one of those quests where I was like, wait a minute. I was thinking of the puzzles. I'm like, no, I've done Cheshire and Archie. And then I realized, oh yeah, I have this technical quest. Oh, I've actually done this quest already, I think. Which I guess makes sense. Huh. Alright, so I don't think I need to do this puzzle. I think we'll go ahead, maybe we'll do this puzzle really quick to make sure that his quest doesn't, like, unlock once you complete the puzzle. I don't remember it needing that, but, it's not too difficult of some puzzles, so, yeah. Anyways, erase all of that. Try to get all of these to red. Was it all? No, it's still more ticks. There we go. Got our red key. Green key, if I remember correctly, is right there. And then blue key, we need a key drive to turn on. Is the key drive behind this? No. Okay, actually, do we want to do this puzzle? I don't think this will actually unlock it. I think I'd be able to see that it's still locked before that. Oh yeah, that's right. Key drive is up here. No. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call that. I think I'm not going to worry about doing this yet. Yeah. I don't expect you guys to know whether or not it is. I think we'll go ahead and work on crafting, because crafting is the one thing I have not done that might be able to get us up to 100%. There's 2 crafting recipes here that we need. I think one of them's easy, one of them's hard. I'm probably going to end up using the wiki for this, so don't complain too much if I do. But yeah, let's go see what 2 crafting recipes I don't have in here. So let's see. I haven't done this one. Recipe not found, and then phantom memories. All right. Content not found, glitches in system, cause anomalies, something big, something sometimes small. Yeah, I'm going to use the wiki. I'm pretty sure I could figure that one out if I knew like pet names and stuff. But the wiki is going to be able to get us there much faster, and right now I'm not worrying about doing puzzles. I'm more worried about getting 100% game completion. So, yeah. I think we might need to get some items for the second part of the for the second crafting recipe. I think I have the hard stuff for the second recipe. I think I just need some stuff for the first one. Alright, looks like trending searches in Ghost Simulator Roblox is crafting. So we'll go to crafting. Alright, beautiful. Recipe requirements. Lovely. Expand. Alright, so we need to get null and endlessness. Okay, so we need glitchy. Oh, what? We need glitchy bun bun, mini anomaly, 404 not found, and anomaly. Do we have an anomaly right now? We do not have an anomaly. We do have a few anomaly loot bags, so I could praise. So yeah, we praise for an anomaly, guys. We did not get an anomaly. We may have to ask someone for an anomaly then, since we didn't get one in those 16. But yeah, we also need a glitchy bun bun, if I remember correctly. This is, yep, right there. And then for the second one, for endlessness, we need Alice's Memories, Phantom Castle, and Grimm's Portal. Which Grimm's Portal is a classified, so that's kind of expensive. But I think I already have like one of those 2. I just need the rare one of those, and those come. Okay, there we go. Got glitchy bun bun. We have mini anomaly. Do we have 404? 404. We do not. Is that a pet from here? Otherwise, I'm going to need to go look on the wiki for where I get 404. Yep, there it is. Which means I do need to turn off auto delete on commons. That should be pretty easy. Other than that, like it should be like first or second crate, to be honest. It really shouldn't take like 3,000 crates to get this. It's a common. But yeah, I do need to go ahead and get an anomaly for crafting. I should not have said anything about 404 being easy to get, because it looks like at this point the game is just trolling me. Oh, I got it? Okay. Oh, I do have it. Thank you. Yeah. Now we need to, I think, let's go check our boards. I'm fairly sure we have at least one of the boards that we need. That's our items. I'm fairly, no, we don't have Alice's. Do we have Phantom? We do have Phantom Castle. Somehow. So yeah, we need to get Alice's Memories, which actually might be a pet. Let me go check. No, it is a board. Alright, so we need to get Alice's Memories and, Alice's Memories and Anomaly. How many? I think I have 2 Spades loot bags. No, yeah, I have 2 Spade Harbingers loot bags. So, Prage? Okay, anyone want a chest mimic for an Alice's, I guess we'll go check the server really quick, see if anyone has the stuff we're needing, and then see if they'd trade. This is such a scuffed stream. I was not expecting to need this, for this stream, for crafting. I might not even need this, and it could just be a wild goose. Oh, this person has an anomaly. Do you think this person would take a mini king, or I can't trade a mini king. Do you think this person would take, like, I don't know, Goro head for an anomaly? Normally? It is technically overpay, I think. It's just Anomaly's a little bit rare, and I don't have it at the moment. You have an... I have Anomaly? I didn't think I had Anomaly. I know I have Mini Anomaly. But yeah, I don't have Anomaly. I got blocks. Ugh. Alright, fine. I'm sure someone here is willing to give me an anomaly. Like, it's not that rare. Yeah, so many people actually have it in this server is the funny thing. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm overpaying. Oh, that's a find item. No one else is actually has their trades open, so it's like Dragon joined. Lovely. Oh. Wait, what stats does this dude even have? He has atoms. He also has a ghost. Would technically be, I think, an upgrade for. Okay, we'll go ahead and do Spade Harbinger while we wait for see if anyone actually responds to that. Because we do need Alice's Memories, which is actually going to be somewhat difficult to find. Because all things said and done, Alice's Memories. No one grinds spades. It might be actually pretty difficult to go ahead and find. We will go ahead and thought you had it. Ah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I know I used one at some point for getting Mini Anomaly. So the fact I need to use Mini Anomaly and Anomaly for this new crafting recipe is kind of scuffed, I think. But yeah. This is the last thing I can think of that I need to do for game completion at this point. So hopefully we can go ahead and find these 2 items without too much problems. I have a mini anomaly if you don't own one. You can't actually trade. You can't trade mini anomaly. So it's a good thing I already have a mini anomaly. I think it is a godly, correct? Yeah, I already have a mini anomaly. So I don't need that. I just need the normal anomaly. Village place. Isn't this the village? Or is that the village? Yeah, I don't know the spawn locations of, Oh, there it is. Switch servers, maybe? Yeah, I know I could go try to find someone. I was just trying to see if, like, there's people in this server that have it. I'll ask one more time. Because, like, in theory, there should be at least one person in this server willing to do it. Just because they need the stats or something. Yes. Yes, the godly pet. Sure, I guess. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Perfect, we got someone willing to do it. Alright. Perfect. Do I have any that are actually leveled up of these dev heads? I need to check really quick. Because I would be... Yeah, okay. There we go. Go ahead. There we go. Yeah, it's not too hard. There's enough people that randomly have done anomaly that have those anomalies. That is not too rare. It's just I'm not grinding more anomalies to get it. So yeah, there we go. We got our anomaly. It's we definitely crafting. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. It takes me about 30 minutes per sandstorm, I think. Actually, 45 minutes if you include the time it takes to get the gems. But yeah, it's actually not too hard for me to go ahead and get into sandstorm. But yeah, I think with that, we can go ahead and craft the first thing on our list. This not found recipe. We need 404. We need anomaly and mini anomaly, which is actually kind of annoying. And then we need bun thingy. This glitchy bun. And then we should be able to go ahead and click craft. And we have null now. Which is absolutely not worth crafting if you guys ever want to do crafting on yourself. Like, this thing is just so, so worthless. But yeah. Oh, you have Alice's memory? Okay, we'll go open the 2 loot bags I have really quick, just in case I don't need it for some reason. Like, if I got, like, really lucky or something, I didn't. But yeah, what do you want for it then, Ice Chair? Like, I think the fairest trade, in my opinion, would be if I gave the godly I just got from it for it, but I think you might want something else if you've gotten, like, a lot of the godlies already, like... I don't know. What classified is in the pet crate 1? Yeah, Rainwave. Rainwave's in pet crate 1. Actually, I have them all in my inventory. I can show you. All of them except Prism. I trade Prism for the Grimm's Portal. But yeah. Is my trades off for some reason? It shouldn't be. Alright. But yeah. Rainwave is from pet crate 1. Twister's from pet crate 2. Sunny's from pet crate 3. As you guys can see, these stats go up. Zing is from pet crate 4. So the first one in Ghost World. Splash is from pet crate 5, which is the next one. So pet crate 6. Second one in Ghost World. Prism, the rainbow. That one's from pet crate 6. I don't have it, so I can't show you it. Hailstorm is from pet crate 7. Pet crate 8 is one of these two. Pet crate 9 is the other one. Actually, pet crate 8 is Toasty. Pet crate 9 is Inferno. I looked at the stats, guys. Pet crate 10 is Vex Flower. Pet crate 11 is Cosmic Wing, which I don't have any level 1s of, but you guys get the idea. Then pet crate 12, i.e. the Void pet crate, which it is actually known as, is Cloud Wave, which I also don't have. And then pet crate 13, which is Sandstorm, is the first one in Remnant World. But yeah. Ice Chair, do you want to send me a trade if you are willing to trade that? I know. Alright, yeah, I think I'll do a Chess Mimic. I think that's the... I don't know, I got really lucky with that, so... I'll just pretend I got really lucky with this one instead. I know for you it probably doesn't matter too much, but... I'm not going to be looking like a scammer on stream. But yeah, with that, we should be able to go ahead and do the second crafting recipe, which should hopefully get us up to 100%. If this doesn't get us up to 100% game completion, I am going to be really annoyed. Because this is legitimately trading one of the best boards for a random board that no one cares about, pretty much. Because Grimm's Portal is super valuable. Or not super valuable, but is pretty valuable. I traded like a Sandstorm for it. And then getting like a random rare from this not going to be fun. But yeah, what's the other one I need? I could look at the wiki. I could. Or I can just keep scrolling until I find it. Phantom Castle. There we go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and craft Endlessness. And there we go. Praise. Moment of truth, guys. Yeah, I just sacrificed a Grimm's Portal for this. Is it worth it? I don't know. I legitimately don't know if this was worth it. But yeah, Endlessness, let's go see how good it is, because it is super expensive. No, it's actually not a half bad looking board. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. But yeah, do we have 100% game completion? Fingers crossed, guys. No, we don't. We still don't have 100% game completion. Huh. Ah, that's super annoying. Looks better than Portal. Yeah, Grimm's Portal is actually kind of bad looking. What am I missing? What am I missing? No, yeah, I know. I don't even know what I'm missing anymore. We have done every single quest, I believe. Maybe badge. No, I have all the badges. That's the thing. I have every single badge in the game. Which they all decide to load this time for some reason. That's funny. I have every single ghost in the game. Yep. I have every single board in the game. I think. Let me go check my unlockable boards really quick. Just to make sure I'm not like missing something. Nope, got all those. Wait, when you have the... Yeah, I even have the dev badge. Do you have the crown, since some people don't claim it on the rebirth? Yes, I do have my hero's crown. I did claim that this rebirth. Did you do every pack and vacuum? Yes, I should have every pack and vacuum. I think I've checked this. But I think we'll go ahead and check it again just to make sure. You know what it probably is, guys? This is going to be stupid. This is absolutely stupid if this is the case. starter pack has a vac in a pack. Do you guys think I need to get... No, you guys don't think that counts? You sure about that? No, yeah, don't buy that, guys. If you guys are legitimately thinking it's not worth buying. I'm just trying to think what else we could be missing, though. It might be the reason, but I want to explore other possibilities first. No way they'll pay to win to get 100%. Yeah, you say that. Buy it. It has to be. Ugh. This is a worthless, absolutely worthless Game Pass to get. I don't want to buy it. I want to double, triple check everything before I buy it. All right, we're going to go return to backdoor. Check our backdoor vacs and packs. We are going to check everything before we go ahead and purchase that. Everything. You got all the dev classifieds. Yes, I have all the dev classifieds in my index, which it should be what counts. Void vac and pack. I have the void vac and pack. Yes. I've checked that in previous. I will check that again, though. We are going to be going ahead and checking all of these. Oh, lovely. Imagine if it's all pets currently in inventory. I doubt it is that case, because otherwise I would be not at 99%, since I'm missing every single common, uncommon, rare, legendary from all of the previous crates. It would not count. All right. It could be like all the classifieds in your inventory. Yeah, sure, but probably not. Yeah, okay. I don't remember seeing any of these missing, so... Ugh. Missing any quest. No. Cloudwave. Guys, Cloudwave won't be included in it. There's no way Cloudwave is required for 100% game completion. Alright, we're going to go check final, see if we can complete the puzzle. See if Bo is unlocked at that point, and if we need to do him, we will do him. That is my only other thought, is that somehow we need to go ahead and do this puzzle. Anyways, we'll go... Oh, we need to go grab that. Yeah, this is... I'm fairly sure I have all the packs and vacs. I should probably check that before I do this. Yeah, let's check that before I do this. Let's check Void, then we'll check... we've checked Remnant World, we've checked Backdoor. We'll check Ghost World, then we'll check Main Hub. I have a Rainwave in my inventory right now. Could I get Cloudwave? Oh, maybe you're talking about Cloudwave. Oh, you're talking about Rainwave? I don't know why you'd want Rainwave. It doesn't count for index. It shouldn't count for index. And even if it does, like one pet usually won't add a noticeable amount of index anyways. So yeah. Okay, let's go make sure we have all of these quests complete, I guess, too. I'm fairly sure I have all of them. Yes, even Gatekeeper. Yeah, there is no index for classified pets, and I don't think it counts. If it does count, that would explain it, but yeah. What we're actually checking here is going to be these packs. I do have the Heroes pack, and I do have the Heroes vac. Alright. Let's go check Ghost World next, and then we'll check Main Hub. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what I could be missing. Other than the starter pack, which might legitimately be what I'm missing, which would be like the most facepalmy of facepalmy things. Alright, let's check vacuums. Vacuum, 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 owned, owned, owned. Alright, all of those are owned. All of those are owned. Alright, there's no way we're missing a quest in here. I have fairly sure I've done them all. Yeah, Joven's done. Nixie is done. Wait. No way it's not that. Yeah, knowing devs, it's just an overlooked, and it's like, oh, wow, whoops. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend 400 Robux, guys. On an absolutely useless perk. Or absolutely useless Game Pass. But yeah. I can't think of anything else this could be. Like, legitimately, there's literally no other possibilities, I think, for what I could be missing. Like, really the only other possibility it could be is some stuff that's not in the index counting for your game completion percent. This would be something like this would be something like Cloudwave, Mini Anon or Wormhole or something like that. Some of those classifieds that are counting for your game completion but aren't counting for your, but don't count for, whatever in your index, which I don't think is the case. Oh, we just equipped our starter vacuum. That is not what I meant to do. But yeah, we have all those. We have all of these. All right, guys. We're going to have to do it, aren't we? We're going to have to buy the starter pack. The second most useless Game Pass in the game. Do never buy this on your own. Do as I say, don't do as I do. I am buying this. This is only to get 100% game completion to test it out. I would not recommend any of you guys actually doing this for yourself. But yeah, let me go quickly get myself 400 Robux. Yeah, only for educational purposes. Yes, don't ever buy the starter pack. 400 it's super expensive. You're much better off getting even like some other useless stuff than like double luck. But yeah, let me go see if I can find all right, revenue, payouts. All right, we have the Robux. Don't do this, guys. Oh, no. Oh, good grief. It was that. Of course it was that. But there we go. We finally have 100% overall game completion. We did need to upgrade our antenna. I don't know if we need to do crafting. So crafting may have been something useless that we did there. Whatever. Yeah. But to get 100% game completion, you need to go ahead and pay 400 Robux on a useless perk. Now you guys know. Also, apparently you can buy it again. Lovely. What a stupid game. Anyways, we are finally there. Bow puzzle first. No, I've already done bow. I did the bow for whatever reason, like half a year ago or something. But yeah, we did it. We have 100% game completion. And I think it is safe to say I am the first person that has got 100% game completion in Ghost Simulator since at least Starter Pack was added, but probably since Dev Classifieds were added and like Ella was added. Yeah, that's a horrible pay to win. At some point, I will make a suggestion to the devs to remove that from 100% game completion so that you guys can actually do it. But there we go. We have 100% game completion. We have equipped the starter vacuum for some reason. But yeah, you guys can go see we do, or is it this way or is it this way? We have the hypnotic vacuum, which, yeah, gets outclassed immediately, and the hypnotic, pack, which also gets outclassed immediately. Yeah, don't ever buy those yourself, guys. Again, like, I know I've said that a lot, but, they are useless to buy. But yeah, with that, we are officially 100% done with Ghost Simulator. Not really, we are missing some of the stuff that doesn't count for overall game completion, but bear with me. But yeah, suggestion is definitely needed. Yes. The only thing I'd really be interested to see is whether or not we actually needed that crafting for 100% game completion. I'm guessing we didn't, but we could have. Or dev classified, since technically our percent never went up with getting like dev classified and stuff. So I don't really know 100% if we did, but we may have. We may have needed to actually do all that crafting. We've done it anyways, but yeah. Yeah, now the only thing I have left to do is grind for more sandstorms, I guess. Yeah. But yeah. We are there. We are there. Party time. Everyone's begging. Look in your server chat. Oh, good grief. Yeah, that's bad. But yeah, I think with that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we can do this stream. I'm not thinking of anything. I am really annoyed at the fact that we had to use Mini Anomaly to craft a recipe and also use Grimm's Portal to craft a recipe. But all things considered, it's not too big of a deal since I wouldn't have traded those anyways, so it's not like I lost anything in theory. But yeah. With all that said, that is everything you guys need to go ahead and get 100% game completion in Ghost Simulator. First, you need to go ahead and play through the game for the first time and get a rebirth. This should only take you like 50, 60, 70 hours of your time for your first time through playing the game. Just because the game is horribly balanced, you aren't going to figure out which NPCs you need to do. And you're going to get stuck on things like backdoor because apparently you can't get through those very fast. Once you have your first rebirth, you're going to need to play through the game all over again. This time, doing double the quest. Because now instead of just having your first arc quest lines, which are already useless and long, you're going to have second arc quest lines that you're going to need to do that are also longer, more annoying, and less worthless because they only give you pets and boards. Once you've played up through the game again that way, you're going to need to go ahead and do a whole new world called the Remnant World, which has horrible drop rates, horrible quest lines, and a very annoying layout. So, yeah. Once you have all those stuff done for your quests, what you're going to need to go ahead and do is make sure you've bought every single pack and board, or pack and back. That may even cost like tons of hours worth of grinding in like Remnant World, just because you have no good pets to get all those Remnant World currencies that you need. Anyways, once you've made sure you've bought every single pack and back from every single shop in Ghost Simulator, what you're going to need to do is complete your index, including 5 dev classifieds that you're going to somehow either need to trade for or unbox yourself, even though it'll look like you're scamming everyone every time you ask someone for your index. You're just going to need to hope and pray that they go ahead and let you let you have it. But yeah, on top of that, you're going to need to go ahead and unbox every single void crate to get the godlies and from those 2 crates. You're also going to need to go ahead and get every single pet from the 10 million gem cost crate. And then on top of that, you're going to need to go ahead and grind for a mini guardian because no one is going to be willing to trade you that. But yeah, once you have all those 4 things done, you've upgraded your antenna up to max level. You've done every single quest that takes hundreds or 300, 500 hours to go ahead and do. Once you've unboxed every single pet from the index for gotten your dev classifieds and all that fun stuff, and also gone ahead and bought every single pack and back. Finally, what you need to do is go to the store and buy a useless starter pack that costs 400 Robux, to go ahead and get the hypnotic pack and back to go ahead and get your last 1%. And once you're done with all that, you can finally say that you have gotten 100% in game completion in Ghost Simulator. And yeah, that's it. There's no other good reward. It's very anticlimactic once you get there. Like, no one will care that you have 100% game completion. What they will care about is the fact that you have 5 rebirths or 20 rebirths or 100 rebirths or on the global leaderboard. So instead of wasting your time going for like something that people actually care about, like rebirths or daily leaderboard or something actually beneficial to your game progression, you can spend hundreds of hours doing this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know why every single trade request is a different size down there. That's just kind of weird. But yeah, with that is us getting 100% game completion in Ghost Simulator. Hope you guys like these streams. I am planning on making a video on some of this, like my progression through this, explaining how you guys can do it yourself, stuff like that. But yeah, with that, that is all I am planning on doing today. If you have any other ideas for like streams, let me know. This is kind of like one of those stream ideas where it's like, oh yeah, that's a really good stream idea. And now that I'm out of it, I don't know what else to do streams on. So, ideas on that stuff would be nice. But yeah, I think we are ready to go. Guys, we've got to end this video. Oh, lovely. Yeah, the only question I still have is whether or not the crafting was actually required for 100% game completion. Or even like dev classifieds. For instance, like I was at 98% since like the start of the stream. I got 1%. I ticked up when I got my antenna level up, and then I also ticked up when I bought this hypnotic vac and pack from the shop. So it could be the case that you don't even need to get dev classifieds or mini guardian for this. I would guess you would, but maybe even like rounding or something could get you without it. But yeah. Yeah, thank you to everyone. Big thanks to everyone who gave me pets and boards for my index, especially those dev classifieds, and then also the people who went ahead and traded me Anomaly and Alice's memories for the crafting. Even if I didn't need to do the crafting for 100% game completion, maybe it was really nice that you guys could go ahead and contribute those stuff to this 100% game completion progression. So thank you to those. Ice Chair, Dragon, Big 10-4. I know he's probably not listening, so, but he did give me a Euphoria or Exoplanet, sorry, for it. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in a video or something, maybe a stream on something else, but most likely I'll be seeing you guys in a video on how I got my 100% game completion progression stuff. So I will see you guys then. Also, I kind of want to see, did I get like any actually useful gum from that thing? No, I literally got 0 useful gums from that. Lovely. Yeah. Yeah, starter pack is just overall useless. Anyways, bye for real this time. I know this is like the 4th time he's saying bye, but I'm actually going to end the stream now, I swear.